on 2K Sports. Here with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. This is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Now, New York starting five. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Anunoby in at the three. And for the Grizzlies, Santi Aldama out there with Jalen Wells. Then there's Ja Morant. Then it's Edey. And it's Coward in a two-guard. Grant, these are two teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, B.A., and it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
He is just so comfortable with that corner three. You can't let Bridges find those.
And Morant gets it to go.
Beautiful touch around the rim. Soft lay-in with the underhand finger roll.
New York with the ball, and it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Morant against Brunson. Outside Hart. Hook loose, and stolen by Morant. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
A point guard with length. Morant can do a little bit more than just handle himself inside.
It's stolen away. And we're about a minute into the first. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. 3 on 3. For 3, Bridges fires in the triple. Bridges has got 6.
Just nobody stopping Bridges from finishing the break. He's just too much.
And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, B.A., and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
Sinks the tray.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Wells, that's good.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Towns, left side. Back to Brunson. Takes a 3. That one is off. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Here's Morant. Lays it up and banks it in. Give him 8 points now.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Brunson, and he banks in the layup.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Memphis head coach. When Karl Anthony Towns was brought up, coach immediately chimed in, saying, yeah, the thing about Towns is the sheer size that he brings. Our guys will have to be physical and make him uncomfortable around the basket to have success. Physicality and aggressiveness will be the key. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks. And so it's Memphis with it after the basket by New York on the other end.
Great anticipation defensively. They were keyed in on him and ready to pounce.
Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis' ball. Robinson, he's checked in for Anunoby.
Number 23, Mitchell Robinson.
Grizzlies trail by 3. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Pass to Coward. Now here's Aldama. Covered by Towns. Here's Morant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 10 points for Ja Morant.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Richard, one of the more jaw-dropping athletes in the game. At 6'2", Ja Morant can get his head at the rim.
And he said we'll see that less often these days. He is trying to save his body and stay on the floor for his team. That is key.
Here's Morant. After the basket by New York. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
And this is what Ja Morant does best. When he finds his rhythm on offense, he is almost impossible to guard.
Here's Brunson. A good-looking shot from the wing.
I didn't see that coming. He sinks a pretty dicey shot.
Grizzlies trail by 3. Here's Morant. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And the call will be against Jalen Wells. That's his first foul. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Alvarado. New York again can't hit. The Grizzlies have gone 8 of 10 shooting. Jackson finds Morant. There's the 3. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
Look, when you're as explosive as Ja, then the opponents are going to let you take shots from deep.
Alvarado into the lane. Pass to Clarkson.
Memphis foul. 80. First personal foul. 13.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Prosper's checked in for Edey. Clark comes in for Aldama. And Spencer's subbed in for Morant. And so Clarkson nails both of them. And really an offensive transformation for the Grizzlies since 2024, Grant.
Yeah, they're pushing the pace, playing a unique style with a lot of cutting and movement off the ball, crashing the offensive glass. I mean, it all seems to be working.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
Mikal Bridges at the line for 1.
And that one misses.
Talk about a guy who comes in and goes to work. Bridges is humble, versatile, and he affects the game on both ends.
Sohan's checked in for New York. The Knicks have gone 7 of 9, a solid percentage so far. Off the mark there with a 3. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
And Clark gets it to go on the assist from Jerome.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Clarkson for 3. New York again can't hit. Memphis leading. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Clark. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Here's Alvarado. Hits a three-pointer. Here's Jerome. He's scoreless. Clark in the post. Sohan covering. And the basket by Clark.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Here's Alvarado. No good. Would have counted had it gone. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Memphis. An insane quarter. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Memphis.
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
On the court right now for the Knicks. Filling out the wings, Clarkson and Bridges. Then there's Jose Alvarado. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Porty in at the 4.
The top two things Bridges does well, defend and hit jumpers off the catch.
And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about this upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you for the report. So hits one and misses one at the line. Looking at the Grizzlies last year, all of their top 14 players in minutes played were in their 20s.
Yeah, in some ways it's a good thing. Bodes well for the future, but I think they could use some veteran leadership at times. It's a tough balance between youth and experience.
And here's Jerome. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Oh, got a piece of it. Pass to Alvarado. Kicks it out to Clarkson. And it's New York scoring again. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Knicks.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score off them.
And so Tomas Isolo calls a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. So both teams changing it up here. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Here's Morant. Robinson with the block. Alvarado right side. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer, and he'll head to the line.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot three.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Jose Alvarado taking 3 shots.
First free throw is good. He's off on the second. Memphis trailing here. Morant with it, and Clarkson picks him up defensively. Morant with the close-range bucket.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Now here's Alvarado. He's covered by Wells. Right side, Robinson. 6 to shoot. Here's Clarkson. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Clarkson's got 8 points.
Good maneuver to get inside. Clarkson is sneaky.
Knocked loose. Alvarado with a steal. And he makes it on the layup. And now it's a 4-point New York lead.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Oh, Robinson with a block.